Alexander's, and I am over at Morris and Bates in Aberystwyth. So I'm just around the corner from our office, across the road from the retail park. I'm sure you guys probably know this building. It's the one with the beautiful arched windows, and these guys have been here for years and years. I'm with Nia Bates today, one of the partners here, and because Morris and Bates are actually the company that we recommend usually when you're selling your house through Alexander's. Obviously we get asked a lot for referrals and who do you think is good. Generally we are recommending Morris and Bates unless another party is already using them. So we send a lot of business Nia's way and vice versa, and we're often asked a lot of the same questions, especially if somebody hasn't done it before or they haven't done it for a long time. So we thought we would get together and share with you guys the kind of basics, I guess, of if you are selling your house. So the estate agency side, hopefully Alexander's will have handled, will have got you a buyer who's in the right position, will have got you the money that you want, and then you're going to say to me, what solicitor should I use? At which point, hopefully, Nia at Morris and Bates takes over. So Nia's going to chat to you about how that process works once you're off. Once my seller has accepted an offer from a qualified buyer, what do they do next?
Okay, so the most important thing, and even potentially before we've reached this stage, for a seller to do is gather as much information as they can about the property. If they've got a file from their previous purchase, that's really helpful, or if we've acted for them on their purchase, so we've already got that information.
Yeah, okay.
They would get sent by us a lot of boring forms to fill in, but really important for those to be filled in as much detail as possible, because that will give the buyer as much detail as possible and will help them in.
I'm guessing if I, the seller, don't put all the detail, all I'm going to get is questions
back,
anyway,
exactly.
It's just going to slow it down.
That will significantly reduce the amount of questions that got coming back.
Right.
If you've done any work to the property to find all the guarantees, any planning permissions, building regulations, anything like that. If there have been any problems at the property, this is the time to disclose it. It kind of goes a bit quiet then from the seller's point of view for a couple of weeks, while the buyer's solicitor is getting their searches done.
So in that time, if I'm the seller, have I come to see you? Have we just talked on the phone?
Some people prefer to come in and discuss the forms with us, particularly if they're not sure. That the forms are quite lengthy. They're Law Society standard forms, so they're the same forms that everyone across the country will use. You know, if you've got problems, people do come in and see us. Otherwise, people will just fill them in at home, send them back, and we'll just speak on phone or email until that point. After the buyer solicitor has got all their searches, and potentially the buyers have their mortgage survey done, there may be questions then that come up. Some sort of survey questions might come back via the agents. If there are problems and the price needs to be renegotiated, that would generally come